Hello dear students, we are here again with the pharmaceutical legislation in India. We are here along with the explanation of PJ, that is pharmaceutical jurisprudence, for the first important chapter, that is pharmaceutical legislation in India. Now, after introduction of pharmaceutical jurisprudence, you are having the explanation. What do you mean by jurisprudence? What is it? What is the content of this chapter? That is now our first important chapter, pharmaceutical legislation in India. Generally, legislation means related with the law. Why it is necessary to have certain laws related with the pharmaceutical production, related with the pharmaceutical things. Generally, as per the definition of pharmaceutical legislation, it is defined as it is a subdivision of forensic pharmacy which deal with the laws, rules, regulations, sections and schedules related to the pharmaceutical products and their preparation. It also deals with the regulatory system and criminal justice system. म्हणजे in general, that is first important chapter जो आहे आपला pharmaceutical legislation, त्याला एक्सप्लेन केलं गेलं आहे की काय हे pharmaceutical legislation, का गरज पडली, काही कायदे असावेत औषधांसाठी सुद्धा, याची का गरज पडली, त्याची काय हिस्ट्री आहे, त्याचं एक्सप्लेनेशन आपण ह्या चॅप्टरमध्ये घेणार आहोत. मग काय असतं फार्मास्युटिकल लेजिस्लेशन, की काय आहे? इट इज अ सब डिव्हिजन ऑफ फॉरेन्सिक फार्मसी. ठीक आहे, हे कायद्याचं एक सब डिव्हिजन. मग काय कशाशी रिलेटेड आहे? दॅट इज डील्स विथ द लॉज. काय काय नियम आहेत, काय काय कायदे आहेत, काय रेग्युलेशन आहे, कसं ड्रग्ज आणि त्यांचे प्रोडक्ट आपल्याला विकायचे आहेत, ठेवायचे आहेत. ऑल दिस एव्हरीथिंग नॉलेज रिलेटेड विथ दिस that is involved or that is explained in case of pharmaceutical legislation. Generally, jurisprudence, or that is word PJ, is generally derived from the Latin word juris means that is law, and prudentia means wisdom, knowledge or philosophy or science. Means laws and knowledge, or laws and wisdom, laws and philosophy. Generally, in short, the PJ is called as pharmaceutical jurisprudence is called as laws of wisdom, laws of knowledge, or laws of philosophy, or science of laws here itself. That is legislation. Generally, law intended for why it is necessary to have legislation. काय असतो कायदा, कशासाठी गरज आहे त्याची? That is law intended for regulation and control of various aspects of life. These aspects might be economical, social or political. That is laws intended for regulation. कशासाठी केलेला असतो कायदा? की वेगवेगळे जे ॲस्पेक्ट आहेत लाईफचे, काही ॲस्पेक्ट सोशल असू शकतात, काही इकॉनॉमिकल असू शकतात, काही पॉलिटिकल्स असू शकतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, सोशल म्हणजे कोणाला त्रास होत असेल तर त्याला आपण कुठपर्यंत औषध द्यायचे आहेत. इकॉनॉमिकल असेल तर कितीपर्यंत औषध आपण त्याला कमीत कमी किमतीत देऊ शकतो, किती औषध देणं गरजेचं आहे, किती औषध मेडिकलमध्ये ठेवणं इसेन्शियल. मीन्स ऑल दीज थिंग्स दॅट इज कम अंडर द टर्म ऑफ लेजिस्लेशन. Pharmaceutical legislation is a mixed legislation, means overlapping covers both economic as well as social aspect of life. काय असतं फार्मास्युटिकल जे लेजिस्लेशन आहे ते काय असतं की इकॉनॉमिकल, फायनान्शियल रिलेटेड सुद्धा आहे. अँड सेकंड थिंग दॅट इज असोसिएटेड विथ द सोशल लाईफ. सो जनरली The main objective of this chapter, that is already I have stated that generally whenever you are dealing with the pharmaceutical jurisprudence, you are having the explanation, that is it is associated with the object. So main object of formulation of pharmaceutical legislation, that is important one, to ensure the patient that receives drugs of required quality, tested, evaluated and safety as well as efficacy for their intended use. मीन्स पेशंटला अशा काही औषधे अवेलेबल करून द्यायच्या की ज्या की टेस्टेड आहेत, ज्या की इव्हॅल्युएटेड आहेत आणि ज्या की सेफ आहेत, जनरली ज्या त्रास कुठलाही होत नाही. फार्मास्युटिकल लेजिस्लेशन इज असोसिएटेड विथ द हेल्थ ऑफ सोसायटी. कसं हे स्टार्ट झालं? In 1811, the first chemist shop opened by the Mr. Bathgate, who came to India with the East India Company in Calcutta. कसं सुरू झाला कायदा? कुठले कुठले रूल्स होते? कसं फर्स्ट केमिस्ट शॉप आपल्या भारतात चालू झालं? त्याचं एक्सप्लेनेशन की 1811 काय होतं की खूप पूर्वी आपल्या इथे मेनली आवर इंडिया इज रिलेटेड विथ अ रिच हेरिटेज ऑफ व्हेरियस प्लांट्स and our emphasis depend medicine were obtaining from the various sources, generally from the natural sources. In that cases, generally, that is first important, that is mainly our medicine based on the Ayurvedic aspect. After that, completion or utilization of Ayurveda were having the delivering the various medicines. Regarding the allopathy system, how it is started, that is explained in case of the origin of legislation in India. In 1811, first chemist shop opened by Mr. Bathgate, who came to India with East India Company in Calcutta. In 1910, they have started to manufacture tincture and spirits. In 1811, the first shop opened. Who opened the first shop? That is Mr. Bathgate. He came from the East India Company. And where it is open, first chemist shop? It is open at Calcutta here itself. What it manufactures? Generally it manufactures tincture and spirits. In 1821, another manufacturing unit started by the Smith-Stein Street and Company, who started to manufacture apothecaries manufacturing in 1918. In 1901, Bengal Chemical and Pharmaceutical Works, a small factory, was started in Calcutta by Acharya Praful Chandra Roy. In 1901, the first pharmaceutical work, a small factory, started again in Calcutta by Acharya P.C. Roy here itself. In 1903, Professor T.K. Gajjar opened small factory at Parad for development of pharmaceutical units in and alembic chemicals. These units were not sufficient. Till that, these various units are started to manufacture some tinctures, some apothecary system based manufacturing. Till then, these units were not sufficient to fulfill the needs, demands of Indian. So, the most of medicine were being imported from the various countries in India, mainly from the UK, France and Germany. In First World War, the need was improved because of due to the First World War, the requirement demand of this drug is increasing and demand of indigenous drug was also improved. Competition becomes so that various these countries, UK, France, Germany, they are competing to supply to complete the demands of Indian of medicine during the First World War. Competition leads to unhealthy and unmarked flood with inferior and substandard, even harmful drugs are supplied during the First World War to the Indian by these various countries which are being imported, which are going to be import various medicines in India here itself. So, generally, it is necessary to have to control these various inferior qualities drug should not become harmful to the health of public, so that there is Indian government has appointed a committee which control over the quality of this drug which is supplied to the Indian. This committee is also known as Drug Enquiry Committee, and which is appointed in 1931 by the Indian government, and Mr. R.N. Chopra is associated as a member of this committee. It is also called as DEC, Drug Enquiry Committee, or Chopra Committee here itself. The committee was asked what is the main function, why this committee is formulated. Generally, the committee has having the responsibility, having control over these various inferior qualities drug which is supplied to Indian. The committee was asked to make enquiries in the said matter and then to make recommendation for smooth control and manufacture and import and distribution of sell drugs in respect of public health. Means that committee has required to control import, manufacture, distribution and sale of drug according to the standard. What will be the recommendation? How this committee works? Near about 19 different recommendation was submitted by this committee so as to regulate the medicine which is received to the Indian people during the First World War should be of standard qualities. Various recommendations this committee has committed. Generally, the main three recommendations of this Drug Enquiry Committee, that is first, formation of Central Pharmacy Council and State Pharmacy Council, which would look after the education and training of professionals. Councils would maintain the register containing name and address of the registered pharmacists. So how the work of this committee, that is first important recommendation this committee suggested, which is this committee is formulated under the chairmanship of Dr. R.N. Chopra and has given in 1931, the R.N. Chopra has given the various recommendations to Indian government so as to run the legislation related with the pharmaceutical products in India, where the first important resignation to control this aspect of pharmaceutical manufacturing, import, distribution, sale of drugs. It is necessary to make some committees which control over this profession, and by formulating the committees of Pharmacy Council of India as well as State Pharmacy Council has recommended by this committee. The second important recommendation, the creation of drug control machineries at the center and branches in all states. Okay, and how this control of production of drug, how this production should be increased so that for the creation of drug control machineries, departments in various branches of states are essential. And next important, whatever the drug prepared, is it evaluated for the safety? For evaluation of safety and efficacy of drug, it is necessary to have a well-equipped lab, which is considered as an establishment of third important recommendation of this Chopra committee or this Drug Enquiry Committee is that establishment of well-equipped central drug laboratory with competent staff and experts for sufficient and speedy work of drug control department as well as small laboratories will work under this, and so that the control of legislation so as to run smoothly regulation should be possible. Generally, after recommendation of this committee, the drug bill was approved because of the reluctant approach of government towards implantation of recommendation of DEC, public pressurized the government ultimately so that in 1937, in 1931 the DEC committee was formulated, and in 1937 the import a drug bill was introduced in legislation assembly to control the import of drug. Mainly the constitution of this drug bill is for the important work, that is to control the import of drugs here itself. However, for the drug bill also explained, where the manufacture, sale and distribution of drug was not included in bill, but only the import of drugs is included in bill. The committee forces the government to include all these aspects. Generally, whenever first in 1937, when drug bill was prepared, generally drug bill deals with the explanation with the various laws, with the various regulations which are related only with the import of drugs, and so that generally the distribution, sale, manufacturing, these things are not included under the legislation in case of drug bill, and so that this committee pressurized the government to include the manufacturing, sale and distribution in the bill, and so that due to the force of committee, government decided to include all these aspects, and in 1940, after 3 years, this drug bill was again introduced in assembly, and where it includes all these aspects, that is import, manufacturing, sale and distribution of drug. It came into a force as a Drug Act 1940. Later, it is amended with the time to time explanation related with the drug, cosmetic, Ayurvedic and Unani and homeopathic system. The present Drug Cosmetic Act, that is import to control, manufacture, distribution and sale of drug, central government made various rules regarding in 1945, and from time to time this act is started. After preparation of drug bill, after preparation of Drug and Cosmetic Act, other important act is also constituted so as to run the legislation related with the pharmaceutical aspects in India. And for example, this various act according to the recommendation of Drug Inquiry Committee, that is Pharmacy Act 1948, Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954, Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act 1955, DPCO Drug Price Control Order 1979, Narcotic and Psychotropic Substances Act, as well as Industries Act 1951, Factory Act 1940, and these various acts formulated so as to run the legislation related with the pharmaceutical product. So dear students, now we are completing this pharmaceutical legislation, and in this chapter you are having the explanation that is related with the first important, why it is necessary, what is the object of pharmaceutical legislation, how it is regulated, what is the recommend, what is DEC, what is the, when it is formulated, which is the first manufacturing unit, what will be the various recommendation, and what is the explanation of drug bill. So after completion of this chapter, we are having the test on this chapter. So once again revise this chapter and start to study. So all the best. Thank you.